So as you may have noticed from the other video that I've already uploaded, this week is going to be a lot of tips and tricks and general things revolving around staying at home. So there's going to be some anxiety and like mental health related bits. There's going to be a talk about kind of how to productively work from home. As you may have already seen, there was a loungewear outfit. And with that being said, today's video is going to be all about things that you can do when you are self-isolating or just staying at home. So these tips also apply to weekends or whatever it might be that is your reason for staying at home. So my first tip is to do something that you have been putting off. So whether that is the gardening or hanging some pictures on a wall or just kind of odd jobs around your house that you've been really putting off. So for example, ours has been cleaning the windows of our house and unblocking our sink. So we actually need to put some unblocker down our sink drain, and we could have done it so many times, we've been putting it off. Also things like doing the excessive amount of clothes washing and organising little bits and pieces downstairs, like the DIY odd jobs drawer needed sorting out. So things like that are a really good thing to get through your day and also make you feel a little bit on top of your chores. So if you have been putting off, for example, cleaning the windows for a few weeks or months, it will just make you feel a little sense of achievement and happiness, as well as also being something that passes some time. So definitely recommend getting on with things that you have been avoiding. Tip 2 is to spend time on a hobby. So whether that is drawing or painting or puzzles or cross stitch or knitting or whatever that hobby might be, spend some time on that hobby and just take a little morning or a couple of hours just to get on with it and spend a little time kind of feeling good about what it is that you want to do. So for example, if you really love drawing and you just haven't had time lately, maybe try and find like a picture of a life drawing class, or like find something online that you could draw and just kind of have a little play. You don't necessarily have to be good or anything. Obviously it's just clearing your mind and getting you to do something that you enjoy. So for example, I am a cross stitcher and I love it. It is such a random thing to do, and I actually have a family who really love doing it. So I grew up around my grandma who did it a lot, my mum, my auntie actually used to own a business where she sold lots of cross stitching bits. So I've always been around it, and for me it's like a sense of comfort. So it takes my mind off things because I'm focusing on what I'm doing, and again it's just a really good sense of achievement when I feel like I'm getting some of it done, because at the moment I have this really big one which is the Magic Kingdom, and I plan to get it done by the time I go to Disney, which obviously is now even more achievable because I'm at home more and the trip's being postponed a bit. So I am feeling a sense of achievement through like getting through each page of it and like making it look a bit more finished. So it's definitely one to give you a bit of positivity. Tip number 3 is to clear out your wardrobe. So I feel like everyone has a wardrobe with things in it that either still have labels, don't fit anymore, that you don't wear anymore, or just generally things that get pushed to the back that you maybe forget about. So I think one way to get through a day or even half a day is to clear out your wardrobe and just kind of go through and be really vigilant in what you need and what you don't. And obviously right now it's not the easiest to just take it to a charity shop or pop it on eBay because of everything going on, but the best thing to do is just pop it in a corner or in a pile or in your loft or wherever you have a storage space. Get it out of your wardrobe, which will make you feel like your wardrobes are clear. But it also means that you've got another task to do by taking pictures for eBay or taking it to the charity shop at a later date. Tip number 4 is to start a gratitude journal. So I actually bought a Toy Story notebook a few months ago, and I have been actively trying to every single day write down 10 things that I'm grateful for from that day. So these could be things like being grateful for your boyfriend for cooking dinner, being grateful for a job that's come in, for having a really easy commute in the morning, for your hair for going right. It could be something as simple as like the sun for being out. Just things that you are grateful for from that day, and they could be as big or as small as you want them to be. And then another thing I also like to do is write down 3 achievements I've had in that day, just to make me feel like every single day I've achieved something. So those achievements could be, I managed to make my hair look nice this morning because I couldn't be bothered to do my hair, or it could be that you successfully edited 3 videos when you thought you'd only edit 1. Like all those different things, just write down the achievement and you'll realise how much you actually achieve and how your mindset kind of changes. So it makes you a lot more positive, it makes you a lot more grateful, and it's just a really nice thing to do that I actually think everyone should do every single day because it is a feel-good thing. Tip number 5 is to do an at-home workout. Now, I know that working out is not for everyone. I know there's a lot of people who don't go to the gym or don't enjoy working out, but it honestly helps to lift your spirits, and it's a nice little chunk of like an hour out of your day where you just set up in a room, put your yoga mat down, or if you don't have a yoga mat, just put like a towel or something, and just have a little detox and sweat. So you could be doing something like yoga, because yoga is really good for kind of just zenning out and just feeling good. You could do a stretch to try and improve flexibility. It could be that you do a hip workout, an abs workout, or whatever you choose to do with that like half an hour to 45 minutes of your day. So I've actually been using the Tone and Sculpt app, which is kind of more, they are hard workouts to be fair. Like I find I'm sweating and like out of breath when I do them, but I feel really good when I've done it. And then I've also been doing a 10-minute abs workout. But you may have seen that Joe Wicks, the body coach, is also doing a 9 AM gym class every single day, and there's a few other people online who are doing like daily live workouts, so they're a really good way of getting motivated as well. Then my next tip is to binge watch a series. So this is kind of a classic one that I feel like everyone is already doing, but whether it's a series you've already seen or one that you've been kind of always wanting to watch but you've never quite had the time, just put a day aside or an hour every night and just binge watch that series. So if it's, for example, we've been starting Glee again from the beginning, and every day we're kind of watching like 2 or something episodes, and it's a nice way to get through a series that I haven't seen in ages or that you've never seen before, and just gives you something to zone out and do. And honestly, I actually really enjoy just binge watching series that I've seen before, because you kind of pick up on different things as well. The next tip is to get some puzzles or board games, because you can easily buy these from Amazon or just find them lying around the house, and they are a great way to get involved with your housemates or your boyfriend or your family and just have a bit of fun. So board games are obviously, you need more than one person, so wouldn't recommend if you live alone, but you could play with a boyfriend or whoever it is that's in your house, and it's a nice way to just spend an evening kind of spending time together and chilling. But also puzzles are really, really great for just zoning out. They're really great for mental health, and again, just a really nice thing to do with a family member or a loved one. So Sam and I actually have a Peter Pan puzzle, which took us, I think we worked out maybe like 8 hours to do it last time, so I think we're going to get it back out and maybe give it a go, or just browse Amazon and buy another one, because they're kind of affordable. I think you can get some of them for like £5 to £10, and it's just a nice thing to do in the evenings. And then my last tip is to catch up with friends, and I don't mean by leaving the house, I mean over FaceTime or WhatsApp video or an app called House Party. So I actually had a really, really nice chat last night with my stepmom and my sisters, and we basically just all signed into the app, and you can, I don't know what the limit is, but I think it's maybe like 8, and you can all join the chat together and have a little conversation between a few of you. So instead of having a one-to-one FaceTime, it gets more of you involved, and you can just have a chat and have a laugh, and it honestly was such a nice thing to do. So we all kind of had a chat about life and stuff, and then we ended up playing a game, because it's like a game version, so you can play like heads up and stuff, and it's really, really funny. So definitely recommend getting on that. But I've actually found that I've been catching up with friends a lot more as well, because where I'm stuck inside and so are they, none of us are really going anywhere, so it's a really nice way to kind of give them a call and catch up where you maybe otherwise would be working or really busy. And I've actually had more conversations with family members and friends this week than I've had in a really long time, so it's really, really nice to just catch up and chat and just kind of re-get to know each other, I guess. And yeah, that is basically my 8 tips for being in self-isolation and staying at home. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have any more tips, please leave them in the comments down below. And remember, there is a few more videos coming up with various different bits and pieces relating to kind of staying at home, working from home, mental health, etc. And I really hope you are enjoying the more regular uploads. And yeah, hope you're all keeping safe and keeping positive. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.